Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy, your general reading. I am going to do a general reading for you today, Taurus. We're going to look at a lot of different aspects in terms of your strength, your past, your future, potential outcomes for you, as well as guidance. There is an extended at the end of this reading if you are drawn to it. The link is at the top of the description. In the extended, I continue to pull out more information about your potential outcome as well as your advice. So we're going to get started. I'm going to start with my archetypal deck, and I'm only going to pull out one card. And this one card is going to be the energy, the overall energy of your reading. So I'm not asking for your overall energy because that's going to come out in the tarot in different ways with this spread. So being the overall energy of your reading, it could be, as it comes out with this archetype, it could symbolize some sort of frequency shift that you're going through or that you're about to go through, or something that you've been immersed in right now. Or like, yeah, something that's coming in for you. So let's see what the overall energy is of this reading for Taurus. And I'm feeling a very, like, I just came right into this, didn't I? And got right into the reading. And you have 3. So, okay, it's not so simple. I feel like it's a very cut and dry. Like, this reading is about the facts. The facts, baby, the facts. Oh, wow, what do you have here? Okay, you have priest. Facilitates spiritual commitments. Serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Then you have child eternal, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. And then you have healer, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. This is very, very, very divine. You guys are like totally divine. I feel like you're kind of harnessing the Garden of Eden. You're kind of harnessing, geez, like some of you could even be contemplating going on some sort of a spiritual retreat, if any of those are open right now. Some of you could be contemplating a more spiritual existence for yourself, a course for yourself. But what you're taking, excuse me, I just have too much spit in my mouth. I can't be any more plain and upfront with it. I have so much going on in my mouth orthodontically right now, and I choke on it. You're making, it's as if you're making, that was kind of magical. You're making a commitment to spirit here. I feel like your commitment is your spiritual practice, sort of above all else, in a way. Now, this doesn't mean, I mean, some of you could be kind of going the way of the monk, but I think some of you, it's just a cycle. I don't feel like a lot of you are coming in and going, this is where I'm going permanently for the rest of my life. Maybe not. It's kind of like that eat, pray, love sort of feeling I have in here. Because the child eternal too, like you're sort of determined to remain young. You want to remain young in your body, mind, and spirit. Because you recognize that by doing this, it allows you to see things with fresh eyes. It's sort of trying to not be jaded or observe things from a perspective of a damaged ego and a damaged heart and a damaged soul. And then you want to heal with this though. I mean, it's really beautiful. So you're making a commitment to spirit, a spiritual practice on some level, or you will be. You're determined to not allow what's happened to you in the past to influence your deeper soul. And as you move forward in whatever lessons that you're taking and what you're learning and how you're healing and how you're channeling, being committed to spirit, you want to serve others in a way that's sort of healing. Not sort of, it is healing. It's like a passion to do this. Some of you could even want to be getting involved in Reiki healing. Like with this, I'm really seeing that, like with the Reiki healing, and maybe even massage therapy. I'm getting hairdresser. I'm sorry, but some of you, yeah, you could be. Just the way he's like right in her head. And that's really, really relaxing. I love that. You know, if you have healing ability in any way with your hands, and whatever, you touch people with your hands on some level, it really serves. Like if you go to a good hairdresser, and you know the person who washes your hair, oh my God, if they ever good at a scalp massage, like you can walk out of there, the person can walk out of there feeling like rejuvenated just from having their hair done. So interesting. So let's go. I'm just going to turn off. My phone is on. I have it on sound. I don't need it on sound anymore. It does sound sort of magical though in the background with the little chimes going, doesn't it? All right. So now we're going to go into the tarot. Oh wow! I didn't look at the underlying here. The bottom card, you have child orphan, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Ooh, wow, that's fascinating. I feel like some of you are contemplating like sort of maybe a career change on some level, but you want this career change to be more spiritually based for you, a more spiritual practice on some level. And you do feel like you're going to have to pull away from a lot of things that you've already built up around you. A feeling of being orphaned, communities and groups that perhaps you've already been involved in and you've already built like a rapport with, a history with. The fear of surviving, conquering the fear of surviving. Maybe even worried, you might, pushing through the fear of taking on perhaps even a new career direction. Can you pay your bills doing this? All right, let's see, let's get more in depth here with the tarot. There are 10 more cards to come out in this reading. I'm going to pull them all out, and then I will tell you what I'll do is I'll put them all out, and then I'll hold each one up so you can see the card, and I'll tell you what its position is sitting in, what it symbolizes for your reading, and then I'm just going to read to you what I see, like a story. Sorry, my washing machine's going and it's right above here. This is a really good spread. This is a really good spread, Taurus. You got the King of Cups at the bottom. I'm not going to get into that yet. I'm just showing it to you. Take whatever you want from it. I'm not getting I'm going to get something. I know I'm going to get something from it, but I have to get into the reading first. I really feel that. Okay. Wow. This is good. Your mental emotional state right now is a Strength card. Now watch what comes in next. What you need to do to move forward is the Tower. Do you see how she's kind of performing some sort of, like some sort of inner strength here going on? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Some sort of inner strength, inner practice going on for you right now. And you're about to create something significant. You're about to shake shit up. I don't know that you realize that. Because it's also what you need to move forward. Like, look what she did with her wand. It wasn't working that way, so now it's going to go this way. You're prepared. So you're mental. I feel like you know you need to make some sort of a big change here. There's some sort of action you need to take within your life that's going to change things dramatically. I do feel like that. And with that Strength card, the way she's holding the wand, and it's almost like she's starting to produce this funnel, this tornado, and perhaps that's actually what takes down this tower. Maybe it's not the direct action of the wand. It's not your direct action that takes down the tower. It's your actions, but actions that you're taking that will influence this tower coming down somehow, like in an indirect way. Your recent past, most significant, is the Two of Cups, Your immediate future, most significant, is the Four of Wands. I think for some of you, you might have just met someone. You might have just met someone very significant to you. Or something has happened here. So this is a really interesting reading. You may have just met like someone very significant to you. Whether that's going to be romantic or it's going to be something that's very celebratory here. You're going to make and produce really, really good things with this person. And they may even move you towards some sort of a group, because there's four people in the Wands card. Perhaps you've met someone and you're sensing this big change in your life, or someone has even influenced you on some level. It doesn't have to be that they're going to be part of this, but someone is in some way influenced, and it's I want to say it's a soul connection. So whether that soul connection was here specifically to kind of open something up in you, wake something up, kind of like push that, like get that little fuse going on that fuse box that's been sitting there waiting. A soul contract is being served here somehow, and it's starting to. You've been starting to sort of pave the way towards a wonderful celebration of success here. Your strength is the sun. Your strength is knowing what you want. Your strength is really getting in touch with your deeper self. I feel like that's what's going on here. With these 3 cards that came out for you for the overall energy of your reading, I feel like it's really coming into contact with your soul. Hearing your soul speak to you again. And going after your wish fulfillment. So this is the brightest, happiest day. So it's your strength to go after that, if you know what that is for you. But you got to do something here with this Tower. I feel like you're getting there though with the Strength card. I do. All right, energy that surrounds and supports you right now is the 8 of Cups. So there's things that you have to walk away from. I feel like you're sensing that already. They could be friendships, could be one friendship, could be acquaintances, could be it's funny, my phone, because it's a new phone. I got a new phone, and I was going through it, and I have like phone numbers from people from like 15 years ago. I haven't contacted them. It's just like going through it and just purging stuff that I don't need anymore. I feel like somehow it's a little bit like that, like purging things that you don't need anymore. And on some level they're people, but they're just contacts. Like you may not even have had them anymore. It's just the idea, the concept that you're carrying this around with you. You carry all this information around with you that you maybe don't even need, that's linked emotionally to people. So the universe is supporting you to walk away from things that do not serve you. It's time to walk away and start filling your cup again. Energy out there that you aren't aware of. A surprise from the universe. The Queen of Wands. Va-va-voom. That is a va-va-voom energy. The Queen of Wands. It feels like a person. So, and what's interesting is it sits under the 2 of Cups in the spread. They're sitting like this in the spread. A surprise from the universe. The 2 of Cups could have been a surprise. It's a sort of energy, if you meet someone on that level, it can take you by surprise. There's a very creative element here to utilize, for you to utilize. It's going to ask you to, and I see it coming in the next card, which is also speaking what I'm about to say. This person, this energy, is going to ask you to come out of your comfort zone. But I feel like this comfort zone is something that's just been established through perhaps habit and false expectations, or expectations you had of yourself or other people had of you a while ago, and those are not unfolding the way you would like them to at this point. They're just not relevant to you or useful to your deeper journey here. Because your weakness, what you need to work on, is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very, very stable, very, very grounded, very, very predictable, much more predictable. This is not necessarily predictable energy. But the Tower, to me, is the energy, like it's the energy of Mars. It's some sort of disruptive event that's happening, and a disruptive energy that comes through. It's like, so like Scorpio or Aries type energy. And here again, we have that Mars energy. So you have to come out of your comfort zone, your stability zone, where everything is predictable and, you know, it's all good. And, yeah, I know what's happening today and what happened yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I know what's happening tomorrow, and I have my plan. I balanced my checkbook, and I've done that, and A checkbook? What checkbook? You know what? We're gonna go find some paint, and we're gonna paint the bark of trees. I don't know, it's just like, just weird. It's just gonna do what your soul is telling you to do today. Your potential outcome is the Queen of Swords. You have 3 queens. You have the energy of 3 queens here. This is like a very mature, stable, capable energy, and it's real action based. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Like in the tarot, you think about that. Like the kings are more about controlling that element that they represent, and the queens are more about sort of expressing that element. Where, you know, the King of Pentacles is often locked up in the boardroom or the castle, you know, dealing with all that stuff, where the queen will be making sure that, you know, are the peasants all fed? Is everything okay? And going out and, you know, being there and offering a helping hand, going to the hospital to make sure that, you know, they have the funds that they need. Like the queen is more like out and doing these things, which I find is interesting, because these are feminine energy, which would be yin. Yin tends to be more stationary, whereas yang tends to be more of a doer. I just find that fascinating. Sometimes it confuses me as a reader for tarot, but that's just my problem. I have to work through that. So with the Queen of Swords, it's action based. The potential outcome, you're going to cut shit out. I really feel like you're going to cut some stuff out here with the Tower, and what supports you now is the 8 of Cups. There's some things you need to cut out. There's some things you need to be very clinical about. You need to look at it from a very clear perspective. And you have to make some decisions almost in writing, perhaps. Maybe contracts that you need to sign, or maybe you need to write down a factual plan for yourself, a goal, or expectations that you have of someone. You know, if you are entering, this could be even entering some sort of new creative outlet for you, a creative project that's very soul-based. So be not so, well, that's coming up. Yeah, there's a lot of elements here that really point to success. Because you have so much creativity, so much passion and creative energy for this. And this Queen of Wands, like if you have if someone, you know, introduces you, delivers a concept of some sort of project. I don't know, there's so many different possibilities of what something could be for you. And it doesn't really light your fire. It sounds pretty feasible. Like, well, sounds like it could be pretty successful. It sounds like a need that would be served in the community. So it would make sense to do that. We could do that. But are you going to be able to follow through with it right to the end and see it to success, to whatever that point is, where maybe you pass this down to your kids, or, you know, you're able to retire further down, or you create a foundation out of this. I don't know what it is, but if you don't have the passion and the love and the desire and the fire, like if you wake up in the morning and you wake up at 4 a.m. because you have this brilliant idea about how you want to apply it to what this project is, it keeps serving it. It keeps serving it and keeps it growing. It keeps the fires burning in this. That's what I'm saying. Like, this looks really, really good. The only thing you don't have here is the Queen of Cups. Now, though, you have the King of Cups at the bottom. I knew this would come through. So maybe this is the element that comes in with this Two of Cups. So the advice card is the Seven of Pentacles. This is the practical point. This is the practical point. You do need to write things down. I think you need to write down, I do want to say though, with the Queen of Swords, this would be more like a vision board. More like a vision board, and just, what do you think? What's the first thing you think about when I say this? Write the word down. What do you think about when I say, write that down? And like, it's just real quick, clear thoughts, ideas. What is the word that comes to your mind when I say that? Sort of like that type of energy. That's a potential outcome. Like things really flowing here, really clear thinking, a very clear mind on what it is you want to do. But right now you do have to keep writing down, you need two boards here. You need your practical approach. So if you've engaged in trying to launch projects, creative projects in the past, why didn't they work? What didn't work about that? How can you learn from there? And how can that be applied to this? Should it be applied? Maybe it's completely different. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the advice, is to take the practical approach. But it's being fed by an awful lot of creativity and passion here. So now let's clarify. Fascinating reading. I really like this spread. It's kind of fun. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it for the other ones. The Tower card. I'm going to clarify the Tower first for you, because it's what you need to do moving forward. Now also take note, I showed you how the Queen of Wands sits under the Two of Cups. So the Eight of Cups sits under the Tower moment. Maybe you're involved in some sort of project now and you know this is not right. I don't have this in it. I'll wake up every morning and think, oh God. That doesn't feed your soul. Something to feed your soul. So maybe, you know, the universe is saying the energy is ripe for the picking, for you to walk away from what doesn't feed your soul and to walk into what feeds your soul. The Tower. The Tower. Wow, yeah. That's big. I need to find out more about this Two of Cups because it's just come out. The Five of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Justice card. Okay, before I say a dang thing, I need to find out about this Two of Cups from your recent past. The Two of Cups for Taurus, the Two of Cups for Taurus. Ah, the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. It's almost as if somehow the Two of Cups has been cut out, or it's been walked away from. The Five of Swords, or the universe has played things out, the world, pandemic world has played things out in such a way that this Two of Cups energy is no longer, it's no longer with you, or you're no longer connected to it. So justice, to bring this back again. I feel like that, like to correct this. These cards are speaking right on front with each other. Now your potential outcome was the Queen of Swords. So was this walked away from with the Eight of Cups and it's time to cut out that energy? Or was it like a harsh walk away? Like a very clinical determination? A clinical decision about this Two of Cups? So the Strength card, what are you doing with the Strength card? The Queen of Pentacles. But that's your weakness. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, see, you have to come out of feeling like this stable. It's almost, I feel like you know that. Because it's your weakness, you need to work on it. And your emotional, your mental, emotional state is strength. Like trying to gain some sort of strength on some level here. And it takes us back to this Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel card, and the Nine of Wands. This cycle needs to end. This very stable, secure This doesn't mean your whole life is going to become destabilized and insecure and unpredictable. But something needs to shake up here a bit. Your immediate future is the Four of Wands, right? So that's good. The Four of Wands. You have the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Interesting, the Nine of Pentacles is coming out. Maybe your Two of Cups was not available in the past with the Nine of Pentacles. Now this Two of Cups, it can be someone that you would do a project with. Maybe they were already committed to another place of business or another creative project on some level. And you guys really jived and it seemed like things could really flow, but they couldn't. They were committed to something. Or, I mean, if this is a more romantic level, perhaps you met someone and they were not available. But someone with the Nine of Pentacles here, someone's definitely available. There's stability. There's abundance. It's very well looked after. And the Page of Swords, some sort of communication or watching for communication. Your strength is the Sun. So there's a lot of Leo energy showing up in your strength. Because your mental emotional state is the Strength card, which is Leo energy. And then your strength is the Sun. And then you have the Queen of Wands too for your energy. There's someone, it could be like a Leo. Someone could be dealing specifically with a Leo here because the energy is showing up. Like almost like it's on your mind. And this is your strength. You felt this somehow in a connection with someone. And the surprise from the universe. I really feel like this person could be coming back or somehow available for you with this project. The Sun card. Oh, that's weird. Why is it like that? The Three of Swords is just flipped up in the deck. That was really weird. I'm not sure where that goes. I'm going to say it's the first card. It was flipped. The Sun, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Cups. There is a soulmate connection here that did not work out in the past somehow. It either got cut out or the timing wasn't right. But your wish fulfillment is based on a brand new beginning, overflowing of feelings and emotions, replacing heartache with love, and the soulmate, the Six of Cups, and you have the Two of Cups twice. And this is a very significant energy for you. What surrounds and supports you now? The Eight of Cups. Now that's interesting because it's linked to that Two of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. This is really, wow. How does this support you? The Eight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. If you feel like you've had to walk away from a lot of stuff, if you're feeling kind of isolated and left out in the cold, if you feel like you have to fight for every last breadcrumb that you can get right now, I mean, the universe is trying to tell you that they're supporting you through this. Maybe it would be worse if it wasn't supporting you through this. Because it's the only card here that's really, I just want to say like a heavier energy field. Because everything else is really, really positive. And then in itself, as a clarifier, it has more heavy energy field cards. How does this support? How does this surround? I mean, I can see if it's surrounding and supporting. It's causing the drive for this fire. So whatever's going on, all of this heavier energy, maybe you don't, I have no idea how this is supporting me. So I've had to walk away from so many things on an emotional level here. I've had to detach myself. I feel isolated and homeless and alone, and there's conflict. It's somehow energetically, because fives represent a need for change, right? So there's a need for change here. You have the Knight of Wands and then the Six of Pentacles. So this is how it's supporting you. It's an energy that is surrounding you to cause a change. That's why. And it's seems to serve, there's an awful lot of fire here, and then balance. Okay, now the surprise from the universe is the Queen of Wands. The surprise from the universe is the Queen of Wands. Holy shit, this is really good. You have, sorry. I just don't care anymore. I'm getting to that age where my filter is really fading. You notice that with older people, their filter is really go. So the Magician, the Star, and the Sun. Manifesting, someone is manifesting here. Because this is what you're unaware of. If there was some sort of separation between you and this Two of Cups energy, I feel like this Two of Cups is somehow manifesting the healing of this connection or this union to create the Sun. And this is your strength. The Sun. It almost feels like you're both each other's strength somehow. Well, if you're the Two of Cups, I guess. You jive. It jives. Geez, like all major arcana to clarify that. Really significant. So there you go. Oh, no, one more. Now your weakness is the Queen of Pentacles. Stop being so stable and grounded. The Queen of Pentacles, this is the weakness for Taurus right now. Oh yeah, see. The Hermit and the Nine of Swords. The Hermit and the Nine of Swords. Oh, such a heavy, well, yeah, you know what? It feels like very heavy, earthy energy. I mean, Queen of Pentacles and then Virgo, another earth sign. Very deep, reflective. So this has created your stability. I feel like somehow the Queen of Pentacles has created a cycle of stability for you. But now it's almost as if it's an entrapment. As if you're in your head about it. It's stifling your creativity. You need to get out and wave that magic wand. Yeah, so this self-reflection, that's what the Hermit is about. There's really no outside source in terms of trying to find answers to problems and solutions and to internal work and understanding who you are and what it is that you're looking for and your place in your life. It's almost as if it's gone beyond that, or it's soon to go beyond that, or it is going beyond that, is now becoming overthinking, overanalyzing, over-strategizing. Your potential outcome is this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords for the potential outcome. The Queen of Swords for the potential outcome. So, interesting. This person could have been involved with something else. I feel like for you, either this is someone that you could do something with on a business level, a creative project, or even romantic. But, so the Queen of Swords, and you have the Three of Cups, and the Emperor. Even more fire energy. So now you have Aries. There's a lot of fire. A lot of fire in this reading. Yeah, where's the Pentacles? You have the Queen of Pentacles. You don't know what you're doing. It's like, Cindy, you're giving us a hard time when you do our readings, and we don't have enough Pentacles. Because right now you're being told that the Queen of Pentacles is your weakness. Don't do that. Three of Cups. Reconciliation. See, reconciling something from the past. Yeah, it literally feels like where something wasn't possible before, now it is. So your advice, Seven of Pentacles. You start... Okay, so how... Oh, these cards. For God's sakes. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. For the love of God, if one more card falls on the floor, Taurus, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, I'm not doing that anymore. If it falls on the floor, it's gonna stay on the floor, okay? That was a lesson apparently I had to learn when I was very young. When I was little, I think I was only 2 or 3. I used to throw my toys off the balcony in an apartment building we lived in. And my dad used to have to go and get them. I don't know how many times. I heard this story and said, I'm not going to get them anymore. And I would throw them. And he would go and get them. And then that was it. And he never got them again. The toys were gone. So I'm telling you, no more cards off the counter or getting them. The 7 of Pentacles, it's just unusual energy. You have the Page of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and then the Knight of Swords. Like, right, something that has been, some sort of communication that has been, you're not even communicating with this person anymore. You're not even communicating with this person anymore, but there's an energy of charging forward. Are you supposed to charge forward? Because it's the advice. Yeah, he's supposed to charge forward to communicate. Where communication was cut off? No, what the hell do you say? Pull it over. What is Taurus supposed to communicate here? The Moon and the 2 of Wands. You're supposed to do it telepathically. Yeah, because the 2 of Wands is more, not really action-based. It's about thinking. Think about push through your fears. Maybe there's some sort of fear or illusions around this. You don't know the whole truth about something. And that's it. That's a big reading. The King of Cups is underlined. We didn't get a lot of information about it. Let's just see. Because you have so many queens here. Look at this. And now you have the King of Wands. This is there's a lot of like feminine energy on the table, and then the underline is this, and it's clarified by another king. It's very masculine, very yang energy. And then the 10 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles is under that. So something ended here. Something ended here with someone who has a lot of feelings and emotions, a lot of passion and desire towards you or this project or both. And the Knight of Pentacles slowly coming forward with a plan. Yeah. I'm just looking for details. Anything. Okay. So. The red robe. Oh, that's right. The red robe is running away. I don't really see that here. All right. That's all I got. What's at the bottom here now? The 4 of Pentacles. The 8 of Swords. The King of Cups. The 6 of Wands. There's the King of Cups again. Oh, hey, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. Was it Pisces? No. Well, that's where it gets confusing. Aquarius and Pisces had an energy that kind of came into Aries reading, I think. It was a whole day ago now. I can't remember. Someone was really trapped with the 8 of Swords. Oh, nobody knows it, gee. Someone was really trapped with the 8 of Swords. But look at this. You have the 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. There's like no movement there. Can't move, won't move, shouldn't move. And it's the King of Cups again. But then behind that, you have the 6 of Wands. So some sort of success, some sort of victory. There you go. Or maybe this has to do with it, like, well, I think it does have something to do with a deeper calling in life, a spiritual connection here. Yeah, so I am going to go do the extended. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different deck and continue to pull off from the potential outcome. Because I want to use a different deck just to see potential outcome and advice, to see if there's any repeat cards that come out in that. Like I said, the link is at the top of the description. I think I have 3 more weeks, and then I think this thing finally comes. This is the thing that makes it really hard to talk. And then maybe I'll be able to talk again. I don't know. Anyways, that's all I got. So this is pretty good. It's a pretty good reading. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.